Here's one for you. So, just uploaded a video there about Andrew Tate and Hitler, and it got me thinking about influencers, because Andrew Tate is like the top G of influencers. And one thing I've noticed about online personalities, for the most part, especially in Ireland for some reason, I don't know why, but especially in Ireland, I think it's because we were kind of slow to take up the whole internet thing, and still are quite slow. But people who've become popular on YouTube, on the internet, say, from Ireland, and who are deemed influencers, always, practically without exception, they balk away from the term influencer. They don't like being referred to as influencers. They always kind of go, oh jeez, little old me, I'm not an influencer, I hope I'm not influencing people. And the reason that they do that, or at least part of the reason they do that, Jesus, this is a rocky road, is because they're vacuous scumbags who know they're full of shit, and know they're pretentious dickheads, and know they're putting forward a really fake, grotesque, horrible version of themselves to do what it is that they do. They're not being themselves. They lack any form of authenticity at all, and are vacuous fucking attention seekers. So that's why they hate the idea of being influential and kind of affecting the hearts and minds of young people, especially. Now, I pride myself on being genuine, and I'm not nearly as big an influencer as I have fucking plans to be. I want to get into the hearts and minds of young men, especially, because I think young men, especially in Ireland, are just absolutely desperately deprived of role models. And even the term role model, and this is something that I mentioned in the previous episode. If you're enjoying this, check out a couple of the other videos. But another thing that I've noticed is role models are either absolutely perfect in every way, shape and form, which in and of itself makes them terrible role models, or they're not suitable. So Conor McGregor gets a lot of stick for this, not shtick, a lot of stick. I'm a huge McGregor fan, massive. Do I think he's a good role model for young men? Abso-fucking-lutely. Why? Oh, he fucking... there's been rape allegations, and he punched an old man, and he's obnoxious, and he's fucking, extravagant with his stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the man's not fucking perfect, okay? But a good role model shouldn't be. If you're a perfect person, or if your online persona is being a perfect person, the person that springs to mind here is probably The Rock. And I would have included Will Smith until he fucking slapped your man up on the stage. But pre the slap incident, Will Smith and The Rock were too sweet to be wholesome, if you ask me, and terrible role models, because they only show you the kind of the good side, but there's a fucking bad side. And someone like McGregor, the reason why I think he is a quintessentially good role model is because A, he shows you what can be achieved. He dragged himself off his arse from the fucking shit hole of Crumlin to being, the globally recognised fucking billionaire superstar that he is now. And like that's encouraging. That's fucking deadly. Like, that's class. It's a proper fucking rags to riches story, and fair fucking play to him. But he also shows you, maybe what not to do, or how that can go wrong. And he's unapologetically himself too, which is another reason why I think he's a great role model, and just a fucking top man in my opinion. And I think we are desperately missing role models. I think Andrew Tate, another perfect example, an absolutely fucking brilliant role model, because he shows you essentially what to do and what not to do. It's the guts and the glory. He's not all perfect. He's not too sweet to be wholesome, and we're desperately lacking good role models, I think. People who aren't afraid to fuck up, basically. An integrally important part of living a fucking decent, honourable fucking life. And on that note, I'll chat to you soon.